Welcome back, awesome action toy fans and subscribers. I'm looking at today this Hero Toys 1/10 scale demon. It's got the sleeve on. I think the opening is this side. There we go. Pretty cool. Haven't opened this yet. Looks really nice inside there. There's nothing really on the packaging, just the Hero Toys. On the reverse side there's some pretty groovy artwork, nothing else. On the inside box, nothing top or bottom, nothing on the back. Let me get my knife and quickly slice this tape on the top. And let's have a quick look inside. Now, if you like this sort of content, please consider joining the Patreon. Link in the top right of your screen now. Link also in the video description. We will have weekly prize draw for Joy Toy Toys beginning on Sunday, November the, I think it's the 6th or 7th. Something like that, so it's worth joining just for that. Okay, here he is. Pretty damn cool. He is a big boy. Let's pop him out. So we have him here. We've got his tail. Oh wow, that is a mean looking articulated tail. We've got a some sort of a box here. We've got, oh my word, alternate hand fist, alternate hand fist again, and then, is this an alternate tail maybe? Or is this a breath or a weapon? I don't know what this is. That is it. And we have a it's like a breath flame, because there's not really a handle for holding. That looks really quite cool. Okay, let me just pause this, set this up, and we'll come back and get into this. And again, please consider joining the Patreon. So back in an instant. Here he is. He is a big boy, and he's a touch heavy. He looks fantastic. Some quick features. The little mask actually comes off and goes on. And it's just a slip over his horn by the little hole there, basically. Nice paint work on that. We could look at alternate hands. We'll just pop out, pop in. Two fists. Could do a bit more inking perhaps on them, but they do look pretty good. And that little box you saw earlier, does it open? It looks like it's glued together, but there's no open that I can see. That would open from that side. You'd feel. Oh, hello. I'm going to break it because I can hear some cracking sounds there. Yeah, not meant to be opened. You can see it's not painted on the inside, but that's pretty nice too. Let's get a close look at the figure. How am I going to do this? Let's bring in a bit closer. So that head is just so mean. Very cool. Nice body, big chunky thighs. You see the arms there, the gripping hands. We turn to the side. All these sort of horns coming out. Some great work done on the sort of inking inside there. Back at this long tail, and it's worth noting that he can stand up without having that tail support his weight. So he's got really stiff joints, which is great. He just looks so good. And then the other thing he came with was indeed this sort of a flame breath, which we'll look at a bit later. Let's get an idea of his size. Let me get this tape measure. Now this will be in cm, not inches. I'm sorry to announce, since Chinese ones don't generally have inches. And to the top of his head, he is about 21.5. To the top of the horn, he's about 27 cm. So he is a big boy. To give an idea of how big that is, 30 cm would be 12 inches. And 15 cm is about 6 inches. So he is big. Let's have a look at his articulations. Let's go from top to bottom. So first of all, let's get a nice focus in there on his head. He has a really good left and right. That is fantastic. A good up and down. He can turn, and his mouth opens and shuts as well. Shoulders all the way around. The joint for the lateral race is hidden inside, so I have no idea how that's going to work going outwards. I'd imagine he's going to get a little bit, and then the horns will get in the way, the spikes. Oh, that far. So not great, but small price to pay. And you don't get any paint rub on that, which is great. Bicep bend, looking at about 90. Oh, doing splits as well. It's worth noting that it's quite painful to pose sometimes due to those little spikes. About 90 each arm. Hand is wave articulation and swivel. There is no separate bicep swivel that I can see, but that's not an issue. He has trunk. He can turn. Very small forwards, backwards, and side to side. Nothing on the waist. Hips, practically a full splits. Forwards really good, backwards goes out to the side, but really good. He can twist from the thigh. He's got a, oh my word, double kneecap, but it's really stiff. He's got a lower leg. That is a bit on the loose side, which I don't like, but he doesn't really stand on it anyway. He's got a lower ankle, which needs to be stiff, and it is. And he's got toe articulation. His feet have a boot turn, and there is a small swivel, so it will help with him standing up. And you can see there I've got his legs splayed out now, forwards and backwards. His tail is not touching the ground, and he should be able to, I'm hoping, if I get this right, stand up. There we go. Very, very cool indeed. He is a great looking figure. I like this. I had this pre-ordered for a while and just paid the balance on top of the deposit a couple of weeks back, and it just came today. Well, I say today. When you're watching it, it could be like 2 weeks ago. It came today, which is the Sunday the 30th of October. Okay, let's get a bit of a size comparison going on. I'll start off with a 1/12 scale Marvel Legends. This is, forgotten his name. I want to say the Seeker's not the Seeker. I've forgotten his name, but it's from Shang-Chi, Legend of the 12 Rings. And you can see, compared to a regular sized Marvel Legend, he is a big, bulky, scary boy. Now we compare him to one of the biggest Marvel Legends. So this needs to go, oops, can't go back really because of his tail. I'll turn him around slightly. The camera needs to go up from Thor Ragnarok. And we get a better idea of his size now. Now, obviously, he's not as big, but I think he's far more menacing with those horns and his width of shoulder does look really, really quite cool. Okay, what I'll do now is I'm going to quickly pause this. I'm going to set him up with a 1/18 scale figure for size comparison and that, and I'll be back in an instant. Do stay around, it is going to be worth it. So back in an instant. How cool does that look? Doesn't all fit into the shot here, unless I zoom out, but that just looks absolutely fantastic. And he's got the breath attack in there now. I'm not sure that wooden shield's going to last this foolish barbarian long. That just looks so good. Absolutely fantastic. And again, the tail is not touching the ground. Now, I should have pointed out with the articulation that the actual tail is articulated too. So you have from the top, you have going down some articulation as well, so it can help with some of the poses to counterbalance the top heavy nature of him. Very, very cool. I'm so glad I got one of these. Really, really cool. I think the only other thing really now to do is to pose it with a Warhammer 40k figure by Joy Toy, just to get an idea of the actual size. Okay. Because the Joy Toy ones are obviously larger than your standard 1/18 scale. And I'll use my trusty Invicta Warsuit pilot from the Ultramarines, because it's on my desk always for these sort of things. The newer ones are a little bit taller than this, but this will give you the idea that he is approximately twice the size of an ultramarine, but a far more scary, I have to say. Fantastic figure, highly recommended. Hero Toys, so good. Okay, this is Awesome Action Toys signing out, saying please like, share, subscribe, consider joining the Patreon, and I will see you in the next video. Stay happy, keep collecting. Bye bye.